This is the first video log that we're going to be doing here for this 2014 tester. This strain is the Blue Lime Pie. I'm really excited about it. We have them all individually labeled here, all of our cups of soil. You got to make sure you stay on top of labeling your plants. Each of these cups are filled halfway with Fox Farm Ocean Forest, and then up here we have the other half with the Fox Farm Happy Frog. Alright, we have a couple products here that we'll be using as well. We'll go over these. Let's get started. First thing we have here is the insect frass. This is a great product. I use this a lot. It's good for rooting, vegetative, and flowering stages. It's a plant food. It has a lot of beneficial biological bacteria in it. It's got great reviews across the board. I use it all the time. It just really helps make bulky plants. We have some hydrozyme here. This is an enzyme. You got to make sure you're using an enzyme, especially with this product. It works without it, but when you do use it, it just puts it into super drive. It kicks it in, and it makes the plant have it much more biologically available. We also have the azos here. This is a extremely good product as well. I use this for all my cloning. I use it for every transplant I do. They hold a world record, or something like that, for 2,000-pound pumpkin. So yeah, their product is great. This is a extremely good product. I highly suggest it. It's a little on the costly side, but I highly find it's worth it. There's some other products out there like it that are pretty good too. I find them that they have more of the active ingredient in it, so they are something to be looking at too. But this has just worked for me. I've used it for a long time. Let's get started. We have the insect frass. And what we're going to do is just put a little bit of this on the topsoil. I like to kind of top feed. Just gently sprinkle a little bit in. You should be using a lot when you're using normal sized plants, but when we're just doing some seeds here right now, so just a little light sprinkle on all of these just to get some biological bacteria and other good things in that soil. Alright, that's that. Now, we also have some azos here too as well. We're gonna do that as well. This you can go a little heavier on. There's, this product is great. I've never seen you can use enough of this. This stuff just makes the fuzziest roots, and it really makes the plant go into transplanting really well. They don't have any shock at all. I've never had shock ever during transplanting the plants. Even when I clone, they don't wilt. They act like they've never even been cut. And the plant uses the nitrogen in these microbes, because it's a nitrogen-producing microbe, and it makes the plant just not even realize it kind of got cut. It just is a great product all around. I can't recommend it enough. But let's stir this around a little bit on the topsoil. Just get it all mixed in a little bit. But I hope you guys like these video logs. I hope they start, working out. Hope somebody likes them, finds them useful. I always thought it was kind of nice to see a video. I sit on YouTube all day sometimes and watch people's live feed on their subscriptions and stuff, and it's great. I find it invaluable sometimes. It's completely taught me a lot sometimes. Sometimes some people won't teach you very much at all, but I hope this teaches somebody out there. Alright, we got this little bit of soil mixed in. With all the little bit of additives I have. Alright, and as we water that in, that'll all drip down through it. And we create a really healthy soil. We're going to use a pencil. And we're just going to take a little poke on each of these. Just so it makes a nice little hole for our seeds. Alright. First seed to go. And just gently tuck them in. Don't even really need to do anything. Just put a tiny little bit of topsoil on it. Like, not even like a lot. I've seen people put them deep in there. I've seen them barely put stuff over it and then water it in. Just, you know, completely lose the seed in the soil. And it's really unfortunate. You know, people need to really be gentle with these. The plant is very sturdy and can handle a lot, but in the wild, you know, the seeds kind of drop on the topsoil, and with a little bit of wind, get a little bit of other seed, you know, or dirt blown over them, and yeah, take a little bit of that, and then with the water, then you're able to, you know, kind of go right into the soil. I'll make sure that the taproot goes downwards. It's called a radical. You know, people call taproots and other things like that. But I want to put those downwards in the soil, as that's the main root that will be going downward, and a little tiny plant will be popping out of the seed, hopefully soon. Alright, just 2 more to go. I'll probably edit that out. Alright, last one. There we go. Next product we're going to be using is the hygrozyme. This is the enzyme that we're going to be using to use in correspondence with this insect frass. So let's get started. We have a gallon of reverse osmosis water here. What we're going to want to do is open that up, and we're going to want to take a milliliter measurement that we have here. You can either use your droppers or one of these, and we're going to take about 2 milliliters of this for our RO water, because our RO water is about 8.0 in pH. And when we add 2 milliliters of this, that will raise our pH to be exactly at 6.0. Or let's hope anyways. So there we have it. We got 2 milliliters of our hygrozyme. We're going to add this to our gallon that we have here. Set that down. And we're going to give this gallon here a good shake. Alright, you think that's mixed enough? I'll shake it again. Alright. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to pour a little bit of that solution that we had into our little pH measuring thing here. I'm just using the drops today. I suggest using a pH pen. It's going to be the most accurate. These were good enough, you know. They were alright. Better for synthetics, I found, but I really care less. I just want to use up what little I have here, and then we'll be using the pH pen. Give that a little swirl. Where are we at? It's about looks like about 5.0. Oh, no, there we go. It's much more yellow. Okay, there we go. I just had to mix it up a little more. Yeah, now it's at a yellow. It's actually probably right in between yellow and orange. So our pH is about right. Make sure we shake up our gallon again. Make sure everything in there is mixed. Then we're going to be spraying into the spray bottle here. I do this just with really seeds because I want to make sure that I mist that topsoil real good. And what this does, by spraying it with the water bottle or the spray bottle, it actually doesn't move the soil around too much and really gets it really wet. I've seen people dump in water right in here and, like I said, completely lose the seed in the soil, and it's really obnoxious. So if you do that, quit it. Just mist these, give them some love. They will love you back. I'm being a little firm with the sprays right now because the ocean forest I had on the bottom was actually dry, but the Happy Frog was still kind of wet, still nice and moist. So just want to make sure that everything down there gets nice and wet. Alright, there we go. We applied our enzyme charged water into our soil that we have, like I said, our ocean forest and our Happy Frog. We've got our insect frass applied, we have the azos. Can't get really better than that right now, guys. I mean, you could add mycorrhizae, but my Happy Frog already has it in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't suggest doing any more definitely. Usually less is more in these situations. So keep at it, guys. Have a good one.